There is no such thing as failure. Failure is just life trying to move us in another direction.
Voices of virtue.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. VOV Table Talk with D. Yes, Voices of Virtue is here to talk to you today. We're so glad to have you. As always, grab you some coffee, tea, juice, relax, enjoy yourself. Let us know to tune into Voices of Virtue. Share it. Let's not be selfish. But let's share the love. But anyways, y'all, we want to talk to you today. We're going to talk about you're here and you're there. You're here and you're there. What you mean about that, Cheryl? Just know where you are here now is not you're there. Where you are here now is not you're there. Because God has greater for you. He has more for you. It's just a beginning. No matter where you are. As his word says, do not despise small beginnings. So don't get comfortable in your here. Because you are headed to your there. Are you excited about it? Are you putting a word on it? Are you faithing on it? Are you speaking on it? Are you writing a vision on it? Are you preparing for it? Are you talking to him about it? We got to do all those things if we want to get out of the here to get there. You know, we know that when a person is in school, when they start off in school, we know that they're not there in kindergarten, Head Start. We know they're not there forever. They're at that here place in, but they're headed to a there. Some of us, our goal for our there is to maybe go to college. Some is to maybe just go straight out of high school and into entrepreneurship. Some of us are gifted that way. You know, God has no respect of person on how he blessed them. So where you are now, allow God to enlarge your territory. Put the word on it. Tell him, oh, that thou would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that thine hand will be with me and thou wouldest keepeth me from evil and it wouldn't cause any pain. Let him enlarge your territory. Don't put him in a box. He's a big God. He's an omnipotent God. He has more than enough. Guess what? I tell you this, and I want you to know that this is his word, so that means it's not a lie. Eyes have not seen, nor have ears heard, neither has it entered into the heart of man the things that God has prepared for you. So guess what? As he prepare you, you get ready for it. You get ready for the manifestation of it. I don't care how long you seem to think that it has been. Guess what? You are headed to your there. Don't you stand dormant. Don't you stay in anchor water. No. Go get what God got for you. Let me tell you something. You never know who God is going to allow to be a blessing in your life. You could be one person, one connection away for the rest of your life changing. If God tell you, you wake up and God tell you, you know what? I want you to go to, I'm just going to throw a store out there. I just want you to go down to the store in Hammond Air Plaza. And I want you to go to this particular store at this particular time. If we just hearken unto his voice, listen to him, follow his directions, we will never go wrong. There is always a blessing in it. Always. We may not know why, we may not understand it, but there's always a blessing in what he has planned for us. Always. We just must be obedient. Okay? We must know his voice. Again, remember, his here, because what's his is yours. So his here place for you is taking you to your there. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of man's faces. Don't be afraid of how big the task may seem. Just stand and walk in obedience. And I promise you, on his word, it shall come to pass. Just be obedient. Sometimes we may plan things and things may change and we don't even know why. Be like, oh, man, but I wanted to go at that time. I need to go at that time. He had a reason that he still needed you to be here and not there. He could have been saving you from getting into an accident. He could have been avoiding somebody else from getting hurt. Okay? It's a reason. So count it all joy when the Lord steps in and you allow him to be God. Okay? We talked about that earlier. I said that because I know you're keeping up with Voices of Virtue. I just had to put that plug in there. But again, you must listen to his voice in order. We must follow directions. You know how most everything we buy have instructions. To put something together have instructions on it. But to get to that product, that finishing product, you have to follow the directions. So to get from here to there, you had to follow the steps which comes in between. You had to follow all those steps to get there. To get the perfect finished product. So I tell you, take heed in what his word says. Take heed in what the Holy Spirit says. That's why it is so important to have the Holy Spirit. It's so important to have a discernment. Because if we move out of flesh and don't be led by the Holy Spirit, we can put ourselves in a position that it'll be that self-inflicted wound. When he tried to tell us, don't go there. Don't go there. That has happened to me. I've done it to myself. When he's told me not to go to a particular store one night. But no, I wanted to be lazy and want to go because it was easy and closest to me and it's right there. And he told, do not go there. I get out the car. I'm still hearing his voice. Don't go in there. I get in the store. The cashier, I promise you, this is what she's saying. Oh, blank, blank, blank. I'm missing a fight. I'm missing a fight. A fight. So they're shooting and fighting. What? No. See how God still loves me? Through my disobedience, he told me don't go in that store. Okay? Now, because I was disobedient, he could have allowed me to walk out that store in the midst of the fighting and shooting. Okay? But he didn't. He loved me just that much. Okay? And here I am always teaching to my children. And you know my baby boy told me? Who's very, 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 very open. Yeah, Ma. So why you want to disobey God, Ma? Why you want to disobey God? Yeah. And I did. I disobeyed God and could have got myself hurt. But if I only had listened to the voice to not go there, it wasn't my time for there. He needed me here. He needed me in another place. Okay? So I say that to say, please, please, take heed to his word. Take heed to his voice. It's all for our good. It's for our good. When our parents tell us things, even back in the day, like me, I can speak from growing up. When they told us something we didn't like, it was for our good. We may not like it. You sure better not say nothing. But it's for our good. Be patient in your here. You're going to get there. Just follow the instructions. Basic instructions before leaving the earth. The Bible. Follow the instructions. Listen to the Holy Spirit. Listen to his voice. We won't go wrong. So even when the enemy throw his fiery darts, because his word tells us that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. He didn't say they weren't going to fall. But they won't prosper. They won't. Because he'll rebuke the devourer on our behalf. He'll do that. Yes, he will. He'll do that. So I said all that to say, always listen to the Holy Spirit. It's okay to be in your here for now, because you're not here forever. You're headed to your greatest there. And that's with him. Because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. So stay in preparation mode. Stay moving. Stay faithful. Stay focused. So you can get from your here to your there. Because he's already everywhere. And just remember, always know your identity. Walk in authority. And stand in integrity. There's no one to be and no one to do a better you. Thank you for tuning in to Voices of Virtue. We love you.